What's happening YouTube? It's NF here. So, as of right now, I'm filming this just after finishing up watching Power Rangers Time Force on DVD, which you can get from ShopHunter.com. Now, this video will be my initial thoughts on the series, the characters, and basically my general thought, and all my general thoughts on the entire season. Alright, so first up, I'm going to talk about my general thoughts on the entire series as a whole. Well, I think it's a great representation of what modern day, I think it's a great idea to have a setting that takes place, that starts off in the future, the year 3000. My thoughts on the character, my thoughts on using Alex Font, using Jason Font for two characters instead of using twins. Not sure I like that. JF, don't worry. Jason, do not worry. You are an awesome actor. I love you to death. But it kind of gets tired of just hearing. For most of the season, we see him as Wes, and not Alex. Primarily because when Alex is killed, and I put "killed" in air quotes, because he's not really dead. Okay, he's still alive. Okay, For those of you who haven't seen the whole series, basically Alex, who is played by Spawn again, is killed by Ransik, who was the main villain of the Time Force. And when he's not really dead, I hate it when they say that he's dead. He's not dead, he's still alive. So he sends him the Time Shadow. Let me think. What else? Oh, the characters. I love the characters. I love them all. But my thoughts on... Come on, focus on me. That's a good boy. But my thoughts on the Rangers. I think it's awesome that they get a lot of screen time. I love that. That's what they should. That's what someone should do nowadays, is give the screen time to the Rangers, not unnecessary dumb characters like. Oh, let's see. What two characters get the most screen time now? Can't think of. Victor and Monty. The way I think this should happen is that Victor and Monty should be scrapped from the show. And here's what I think this should happen. I think they should scrap all what they did and go back and reshoot it all. Go back and do some reshoots without Victor and Monty. That's what they should do with Ninja Super Seal. In fact, that's what they should do with Ninja Seal first. Scrap the entire show with Victor Monty. Make some rough cuts of Victor Monty, then scrap it all, then reshoot it all without Victor Monty. That's it. That's it for that. Right now, it's back to Time Force. Okay, another thing I love about Time Force is that we have an original villain and a crap ton of original footage at the end of the series. At the end of the season, I mean. So let's see. And when I say original villain, I mean we don't use a main Sentai villain. Like in Time Ranger, it was Gluto or Don Donero. He was the main villain in Time Ranger. But in Time Force, we get this badass looking motherfucker. And part of my cursing, part of my language, okay? But this guy is awesome. He's a badass character, which I wish we had him in Time Ranger. Fortunately, we didn't. Anyway, something I noticed about some of these characters is that some of these characters we barely see anything of. Like, the very first mutant we see, Game Frozen, is FlameCon. And we see him in like one half of an episode. And that's like the third or fourth episode of Time Force. Here's what they should have done. Should have given each mutant their own episode. Make the series a bit longer to about 50 to 51 episodes. So we have more fun and more enjoyment out of the season. Another thing I want to talk about is, there's something I want to make clear right now. At no point in this video will I be making direct comments to. At no point in this video will I be referring to the characters by their actor's name. At no point in this video will I be referring to the actors by their real names. I'll be referring to their characters and who I like. Alright, anyway, that's out of the way. My favorite character by far has to be Wes. It's because, we see so much growth from him. We see him start out as a spoiled rich kid that gets everything, and then suddenly becomes, then out of the gate, we see him save a girl. Not just any girl, but the girl that he's in love with. Jen Scott. Now, yes, she's engaged to his descendant, Alex. But that's it. She starts to love Wes more than Alex, which I love that. I love the fact that we see one character be engaged slightly, drift towards another character for that loving support. Now, at the end of the series, I love the fact that we finally hear the words come out of both their mouths. 3 little words. I love you. We finally hear those words come out of their mouths. And especially since after episode 22, Love Shark Rangers, where they almost kissed. I feel like if the phone hadn't rung, we finally would have seen a kiss. That's all I wanted from this season of Power Rangers. After seeing an episode of Zeo, where Tommy and Catherine Cat Hillard are married, to where I think he and Kimberly kissed in one episode of Mighty Morphin. I'm not totally sure. But not once in the entirety of Mighty Morphin, and I will be referring back to Mighty Morphin just for this moment, did I see Kimberly and Tommy swap powers. So JT Mitchell, you lied. They did not swap powers, not once this season. And that's all I want to say about that. But there's so many awesome characters in these show and Power Rangers now. But with the way Time Force does things, it's so cool. It's really cool. Like, Force for the Future, Part 2. Like, Force for the Future. The very first episode of Time Force. Although, here it's listed as Part 1 and 2. I'm referring to that as a whole episode. We see a proposal. And we see our first Red Ranger, Alex. Then we get a proposal after Ransic's trial. Then our Rangers get fired from their job as Time Force officers. Which I think is weird that they still have their Time Force uniforms. I wish they kind of had their future clothes on. Next thing I want to touch on will be here. The Quantum Quest. Episode 14. I find it really weird that we see a glimpse of Naoto or Time Fire when we see Eric morph for the first time. I find that really weird. Which I know it's part of the show, but still it's weird. Another thing I want to touch on, which I made entirely, which like I said I'd cover it in this video, and I covered it in that video. Episode 32, Beware the Night. I made a separate video for that one, and but instead I'll cover it in this video as well. Now, where to begin with Beware the Night? Well, I was going to say, there's a big foreshadow in that episode. It's towards the end of the end of the episode. And it's when Wes uses the battle fire to become the Red Battle Warrior for the first time. Okay? You can call me out on it if you want. I'm telling you, it's foreshadowing. I just want to call him Defender here. So he holds out his battle fire saber. And he says, "Ignite." Draws a circle of fire with his battle fire saber and slashes through it. I don't know about you people, but to me, that's foreshadowing. And it may just mean that Wes saw the it just mean that the writers started putting that little bit of extra sizzle to make the episode more poppin'. But that's foreshadowing to me. And what foreshadowed was the very next episode, episode 33, Time for Light Speed. The team up episode between the Time Force Rangers and the Lightspeed Rangers. Yeah. And if you guys will call me out, go ahead and call me out. I don't care. The proof is in the episode. Watch it. Episode 32. Get towards the end of the episode, and you'll see what I mean. And if you call me on pure coincidence, I'm going to call bullshit. Because if they ain't foreshadowing, then I'm fucking blind. And I know they ain't, and I know I ain't fucking blind. Because I know I am fucking right about that shit. I love Power Rangers. Love Time Force. And I love the heck out of the relationship between Wes and Jen. Now, this season leaves me with more questions This season gave some answers, but also left me with more questions. Like, for instance, why can't Jen stay? I mean, if she loves him, she should stay with him. Oh well. That's all. Now, another thing I want to tell you about is I love the fact that we get another team-up episode. I love the fact that we get to see Wes, Jen, Katie, Trip, Lucas, and Eric all over again in Power Rangers Wild Force, which I'll be talking about in another video. So, like I said, guys, if you'll pick this up, I got this from shoutfactory.com. You can check out their website for stuff like this if you're interested. They only ship to the US and Canada and probably South America too. I'm not totally sure. But this has been my review on. But before I go out, I'm going to say one more thing. Saban, this is how you do time travel. That is how you do time travel, people. Look back at Time Force. And I'll tell you this. If you give us a time travel bit, I'm going to pick at you. I'm going to start a petition on Twitter, on YouTube. Hashtag Sell Power Rangers. Because, Simon, you were good. You had good seasons. This is one of them. Get the writers back. Get the good writers back that gave us good seasons of Power Rangers. Not the crap you're giving us now. So, Saban, I hope to God you sell Power Rangers to Hasbro. Because they're going to give us a better show. They're probably going to give us a better show. They probably have better stuff to do. They probably would love to get your show under their belt. You know why? Because it's fucking Hasbro, bitch. And look at what Hasbro has now. Beyblade. Transformers. Marvel. Star Wars. Hasbro has some of the biggest stuff. Hasbro has some of the biggest toy companies under their belts. And what you got? Nothing but a failing franchise because you refuse to see the writing on the wall. Settle, settle, settle. You're on camera, you're on camera. Sorry, guys, I had to breathe for a second. But yeah. And I hope you enjoyed this video review of Power Rangers Time Force. Once you get on DVD from shoutfactory.com. That's SHOUTFACTRORY. And I've been Dan Kuso, and so once again, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure that bell icon to be notified of future videos. And tune in tomorrow for my video review on episode 46 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains. And this has been Seiki Suna signing off. Peace.